fresh friends. I hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. You know, here in the Carolinas, it is starting to be like fall. And you think sweater, you think boots, you think warm yummies. In fact, not only do I love a good soup, but I also love a good chili. The only thing about chili, a lot of my friends say, as well as myself, is that to get a good chili, sometimes you need the depth of flavor, which means it takes a couple hours to really let them marinate and get together. Well, that's not true when you have a Tupperware pressure cooker. So today on Fresh Tip Tuesday, we are going to take the pressure off, and I'm going to share with you a super and amazing 5-ingredient chili that takes 30 minutes start to finish. Right, my friends. On this Fresh Tip Tuesday, we are making a simple 5-ingredient chili that I know your family is going to love and approve of. In fact, this recipe that I'm sharing with you today, I actually debuted and shared on WBTV back in 2016, one of my local episode spots that we shared, and it was such a hit. I got so many great comments from it that I was like, you know what, my fresh friends, we need to share it for Fresh Tip Tuesday as well. And I'm just really excited to share it with you. So if we haven't met, I just kind of jumped right in. My name is Corinne Brown. I am the Fresh Expert, and I like to come live with each of you guys every Tuesday at 12 noon to share a fun, quick recipe and tip that freshens your life. Also, I like to help you save time, space, and waste, if that's okay as well. All right, well, let's jump into this recipe because it is going to take 22 minutes in the microwave when we get it started. So, of course, the first thing you're going to need is the Tupperware pressure cooker. That is not one of the 5 ingredients, but you definitely want to have the pressure cooker. Now listen, if you do not have a Tupperware pressure cooker, I think this recipe will work in an Instapot, or you could do it over a long period of time in a crock pot. The difference is Tupperware brand products, they are made to simplify your life. So if you look down below, if you see any products that I'm sharing today and you're like, oh, that's amazing, what is this? Check out my fresh product picks at my Tupperware website, twcorinne.com. And if you ever want to get the products at 25% off and just shop as a VIP, then open an account. Just go to my.tupperware.com/CorinneBrown/enroll. All of it's down there on the bottom scrolling, and I'll let that scroll for you guys for just a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to take our pressure cooker, and of course we're going to take the top off, and then we are actually going to switch down for you guys, and I'm going to show you what all is going to go in here. So let's do a double screen for you and add that right up. There we go. So now you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm also going to go ahead and give you guys the list of the 5 ingredients that we need. Okay, so we're going to lift up our valve here, open up our pressure cooker, and inside we are going to start with 1 pound of ground turkey. Now, this package did come with 1.25 pounds of ground turkey, but you know what, guys, it's going to work just fine. So we're going to take this and put this all in here. Woo! Make sure you use your spatula. Just break it up a little bit down in there, but you really don't have to do much. Really simple. Okay, so that's ingredient number 1. Ingredient number 2, we're going to need to do 1 small onion, which of course I am going to chop up using our Tupperware mini chopper. This is the small chopper. It's part of the supersonic chopper collection. You have to hold it correctly there. Isn't that great? It's like revving a lawnmower. This thing is so great. If you know anyone who is expecting, this is one of my favorite gifts to also give for baby shower gifts because you can make your own baby food. But literally, I put half of an onion in there, just quartered, and a couple quick pulls. Do you see how minced that onion is? Now, maybe it's therapeutic for you to chop onions, and maybe you enjoy crying from onions, but I don't believe that we should cry from onions. Crying is good for us. In fact, it releases toxins. Never hold back your trauma or your feelings. Make sure you let them out, because if not, they will come out in other ways, okay? But we don't need to cry over onions, do we? No, we do not. So we're going to put that whole onion right in there. Oops, I'm making a mess over here as usual. And we're going to put that right in there. Okay, so we got 1 ingredient, we got 2. Next, we're going to use, I'm actually going to put the Southwest Chipotle last. We're going to do 1 can of diced tomatoes. And I do have my Tupperware can opener. If you remember with the Tupperware can opener, it separates the glue on the top of the outside. So there's no metal shavings actually down and in. You know what, I'm going to switch it like this. There we go. Now you guys can have a little bit more of a view there. Isn't that better? Go around. Now I love this because it is ergonomically correct for your hand, whether you're right-handed or left-handed. This can opener works fantastic. arthritis, no worries. Then it's got a little beak here on the end. Do you see it right here? And this is what we're going to use to take the can off, or the top off once I get it on there. Come here, say hello. I like to talk to things. I feel like it makes it easier. Let's give it one more quick round. Oh, there we go. You have to hear release. That's the difference with the can opener for Tupperware versus the others, is it's going to release because it's separating the glue, not actually cutting into the can. There you go. And then you'll see it come right off. And what's great about it is there's no sharp sides, guys. Look. Do you see this? I know, I'm crazy, but look at that. I might be a little messy, but that's it. This means your can is not going to bust through your trash can, right? We don't need to bust through our trash can. That's not a good thing to do. All right, here we go with that. Oh, I was wearing my towel one. I threw it on top of the trash can. Good job, Corinne. Okay, next we're going to do a can of chili beans. This does have the quick open top, but I don't trust it. I don't know where it's been. I don't like those sharp parts. So, of course, we're going to use our Tupperware can opener here. And we're going to go around how many times, my friends? About twice. So we'll get that all around like that. Fantastic. Up and up. And we're going to leave the juices in there because the juice of the chili beans here is what's going to help with our flavor. Okay, last ingredient. Where did it go? Right here. The Tupperware Southwest Chipotle Seasoning. Now, I love this blend. It is a DIY blend that is a Tupperware recipe. You can hold a DIY spice class and I'll show you how to make this, or better yet, guys, next week in my house I am actually teaching a DIY spice class, because if you notice here, like, I am literally out. My Chipotle is out, so I'll be making more next week at my spice class. 1 tablespoon right there on top. You can join virtually or in person. If you're in the Fort Mill, South Carolina area, come check out my home. I know it's a little weird to say that publicly, like on live streaming shows, but hey, I'm doing it today. Okay, and you can also join virtually via link registration. I will post the link in the comments for you afterwards, or shoot me a message. If you're like, hey, I want to be invited to your spice class, I can send you the link for registration. It's only $5 virtually. You will get the recipes that we're making, as well as the ingredients for the spices. That way you'll learn how to make the different spice blends. Guys, that's it. 5 ingredients. Is that not fantastic? Really simple and easy. Then we're going to put the top to our pressure cooker back on, flip it over, lock it down into place, and this is going to go into the microwave for just, how many minutes, guys? 22 minutes. That's right, 22 minutes for you. And we're going to put this in the microwave. Now, write down the ingredients for you. I'm going to go put this in the microwave, and while I actually have it over there in the microwave, I want to share with you guys a quick little video, just a little bit more about the pressure cooker, because if you've been kind of wondering, you know, well, tell me more about this pressure cooker since you're doing a whole series on it. There's actually a free cookbook in the comments that you can download to make over 100, I think, different recipes. There's so many in there, it's ridiculous. Recipes for that. But in the meantime, I'm going to share with you this fantastic video that just tells you a little bit more about the pressure cooker. your chili is cooking, this is a great time that you can sit back, relax, have a glass of wine, have a beer, maybe take care of some other chores and things you need around the house while cooking or dinner's cooking. You don't have to slave over the stove. Or you could go ahead and prep the toppings, because no chili is complete without a few little goodies on top. Now, one of the first goodies that I always love on chili myself is cheese. Do you guys love cheese? I love cheese. It's really great, and we always love fresh grated cheese because of all the preservatives and the anti-caking stuff that they typically do add. So what I'm going to show you now is my the Great Master Shredder, which is how we grate cheese here in my house. So there's a master base that actually suctions to the bottom of the countertop. We've got our grater attachment inside of there, and then in the hopper, I'm just going to take little cubes of cheddar cheese, buy the block, get the big block, and you can save money that way. And then all you do is turn the handle. Guys, this is the easiest cheese grater you will ever use in your life. In fact, it's called the Great Master Shredder for a reason, because it literally is great, and it's a master shredder. Now, you don't just use it for cheese. I use it for shredding Brussels sprouts for a Brussels sprout salad, zucchini for zucchini bread, carrots for carrot cake. I mean, so many great things. I love it for chocolate. And there is other cone attachments. My daughter's favorite is the ice shaver attachment, because during the summer we love to make our own snow cones. Because, you know, who doesn't love a good snow cone, right? Do you guys see how amazing this is? One whole block. That's a whole pound of cheese, literally shredded in just a second. And I'm going to pull this out because I want you guys to see. Look at that. Is that not fantastic? And the difference is this will melt better because, again, there's no preservatives, none of that anti-caking stuff in there. Personally, I love to go ahead and pre-store them. If you can see here, I already had some in there. In the Tupperware freezer mate small containers, and I'll actually store them in the fridge, so it keeps it all nice and together, nice and organized, nice and fresh. If you want to plan ahead and freeze your cheese, you can. Just give it a quick toss in cornstarch, and cornstarch will keep it from clumping together when you freeze it or store it for a long period of time. So a fun little fresh tip and fact for you. Okay, now that we have our cheese, we need the rest of our toppings. So I pulled out a little topping bar, and this is kind of what we're looking at for the different toppings that we're going to have as options for our chili. We've got some little corn chips, Fritos, you know, or the off-brand, whatever makes you happy. I've got some avocado that we're going to slice up. Let's put the cheese here to the side because you got to have the cheese, right? I do have some chives right here because I love some good chives or parsley on top. It makes me feel like I'm getting some green, you know. And then right here, this is not sour cream, y'all. This is non-fat Greek yogurt, because that way you get the extra protein. Your kids will never know the difference. Put it in our little squeeze it bottle from Tupperware. It really is the best. Put it out there so they don't know they're getting a healthy something as they're adding to their topping bar. All right, guys, so I'm gonna put this aside for now. Our chili's about done, and I'm gonna show you the reveal, because I know you're gonna love it. Are you excited for the reveal? Okay, the magic of television. Woo! So it's cooked for 22 minutes in the microwave, then I let it sit there for about 5 more minutes to let the indicator fall down. And let me show you what this is gonna look like here. There you go, the little indicator valve here has fallen. It's not high up anymore. That means the pressure has reduced and we can now safely open it. We're gonna lift the one valve, twist it open, and check that out. It is like a chili sauna here with the steam coming up. But does that not look amazing? You're going to take your ladle or spatula, just finish breaking up the other bits of meat that are in there, just so that we have even chunks all around. And then guess what, guys? You are ready to serve. Now, if you want to plan ahead, this is a great plan over meal that you can make for meal prep. All we need is our Tupperware vent and serve containers. These will not stain. They're made out of Verdel. Same stuff jet windows and bulletproof glass are made out of. They are my go-to fresh product pick for microwave reheating because, well, they can take a lot. So we're going to take our chili, we're going to put it right in here, and we're going to plan ahead for later. Actually, I'm going to show you all of it. We're going to put it together. But if you're going to plan ahead, put it in your vent and serve. If you're serving for dinner, go ahead and do a fancy bowl. That's fine too. On top of here, we're going to take that Greek yogurt, which we're using like sour cream, and we're just going to put a little bit of a twist there on top. Maybe want to sprinkle a little bit of cheese. Woo! Right there. All right, and then a little bit of chives. I love it. I even chopped up some extra onions too. It's always a great one. And then make sure you have your Fritos there to the side. to go. Is that not fantastic? Y'all see that? That is absolutely beautiful. Well, guys, this concludes today's episode of Fresh Tip Tuesday. Remember, if you'd like to join my spice class, be sure to check the link below or shoot me a message. I'd love to have you virtually join in. If you see a lot of fresh products that you love, check out my website or join my team. And remember, you can always get these free when you host a Tupperware party with me, and we can do it virtually as well. Go ahead and click subscribe. If you loved this episode, share it on your page, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.